Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Hey, beautiful, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Beauty Show on brandlive.co.za. I'm so excited for today's show because it's the Beauty Woman Show, and I'm joined in studio by Sisi from Hair by Sisi, and I'm super, super excited to see what she has to say. So basically, the Beauty Woman Show is all about profiling beautiful women in our society that is setting trends and doing great things. We want to know what her beauty secrets are and what makes her the most beautiful person that she can be. So, just a little background on our guest. Sisi was born in KwaZulu-Natal, raised in Cape Town, and then started her life in the City of Gold. And in 2014, she founded Hair by Sisi. So we're just going to speak to Sisi today to find out more about herself, her beauty tips, and her company. Welcome to the show, Sisi.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi to all the listeners, and thank you so much for everyone who tuned in.
Awesome stuff. So, hi.
Hi.
So, Sisi, who is Sisi?
Lots of different people, I would say. I don't know. I change my personality, but every single time I wear different hair, I feel like a different version of Sisi. When I have my hair in braids, I feel like a different version of myself. When I'm wearing a long, like 20-inch or like 30-inch weave or wig, then I feel like a different version of Sisi. When I have my natural hair out and twists and my fro is out, then I feel like a different version. So Sisi, as the businesswoman, I guess, I am an entrepreneur or trying to kind of find my way as an entrepreneur. And yeah, I'm just making my way through life.
Oh, wow. So, what makes you beautiful?
Confidence. Absolutely, hands down confidence. I mean, you can always put on, I really like putting on like a nice dress. I love wearing Hair by Sisi, obviously. But ultimately, it's about confidence. And when I feel confident, when my hair looks great, when I feel confident, when I'm wearing a lovely red dress, a little sexy number, then I feel beautiful.
And okay, so you Hair by Sisi as your brand.
Yes.
What happens when you're having a bad hair day? Or do you ever have a bad hair
Not
day?
with Hair by Sisi. With Hair by Sisi, we say it's Hair by Sisi, hashtag great hair every day. So our hair is not going to turn on you. The point of the hair is that you have the confidence in knowing that your hair is going to do exactly what we say it's going to do or what you expect it to do every single day.
Okay, perfect stuff. So I'm sure all our listeners is hearing Hair by Sisi, Hair by Sisi, Hair by Sisi. Tell us more about Hair by Sisi.
So I started Hair by Sisi a little bit like in 2014. That's when I officially started Hair by Sisi. But before then, basically what happened is I'm born in Durban, as you said, and did my schooling and university in Cape Town. And in Cape Town, when I was there weren't really human hair extensions. All the ones that were there were actually just for the rich and famous. And so when I moved to Johannesburg, my stylist at the time was like, "Oh, girl, you need to try this Brazilian hair." She did exactly what stylists do to sell hair. She told me all the pros and cons. Not really cons. She just told me all the pros, and she was like, "Yeah, you really need to get this hair. It's going to last forever." Etc., etc., etc. Anyways, I fell into the trap. I bought the hair, and at that time, it was about 2010 or 11, I bought the hair. 2012. I bought the hair, and within a month, it just started tangling. It was shedding, so it was falling out. It was matting. It was such a nightmare. And before I wore virgin human hair extensions, I had my hair and I was wearing synthetic weaves. I was wearing braids. So with synthetic hair, you know exactly what the hair is going to do every single time you wear it. So I took it back to her and she's like, "Did you swim?" I said, "Yes." And she was like, "Yeah, you weren't meant to swim." And I was like, "You said this was human hair. What do you mean I can't swim?"
Yeah.
And anyway, she shooed me away. And after that, I was really frustrated and I'd spent a lot of money. It was like 3,000 plus rand. And at that time, I felt it was really, really a lot of money to spend on hair, especially when I was paying like 100 rand with the synthetic hair. So I started doing research purely out of frustration, started doing research, learning about hair and sort of like immersing myself in this world of hair. And after experiencing that, I could not find the quality of hair that I was looking for anywhere in Johannesburg. So that motivated me to find great quality hair, because I knew it existed. It just wasn't available in the market here. So I started doing research. After months of research, I met this amazing Zambian woman who told me she sold hair as well, and she sells to a top tier customer, and she introduced me to her supplier, which, as we know in the world of hair, like, no one tells each other who's supplying who. She told me her supplier, and she was like, come and meet them, which is really important. So for people out there who want to start hair companies, it's really important to know your supplier. You need to know who you're working with, because you can receive good hair and then receive bad hair and then receive good hair. So I met with the supplier. I went to the factory, and all the stuff that I had learned, all the theory, sort of came together practically, because now I saw exactly how the hair was turned into weaves, how the grading system worked, things like that. And then at that moment, I still wasn't really interested in selling hair. But I was wearing this hair now, and I had tested out every single type of hair. So I know exactly what the hair does and what it doesn't do when it behaves a certain way. And so after then, my family was like, and friends were like, can I please have your hair when you're done with it? And I was like, well, no, you can't have my hair, but I can sell you this hair. And in the beginning, it really just started off as a project. And then from there, I kind of got a little bit braver and quit my job, and then decided to go into hair full time.
Okay. And tell us a little more about what you can find at Hair by Sisi.
So we specialize in high quality, pure virgin human hair. So this is really important, because a lot of people throw around the term virgin human hair, which simply means it comes from one donor. All the cuticles are in the same direction, and the hair is not chemically processed. So you can get human hair, it's still virgin because from one person, but if it's been dyed or chemically altered, it's no longer virgin, and that hair doesn't last long. So we specialize in pure virgin human hair, which lasts 3 to 5 years with proper care. We also, after realizing that even if you have great quality hair, you need proper product to look after your hair extensions. So we developed hair care products that are specifically made for hair extensions. So whether you buy Hair by Sisi or you have any other type of hair extensions, the Hair by Sisi hair care extension range or hair extension range will work for your hair extensions. Stay away from all the brands that you use on your natural hair, because those will damage and dry out your hair extensions.
Okay, perfect. So when I first stepped into your store, I was wowed.
Yeah.
Firstly, because I saw lots and lots of wigs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to touch it. And maybe I can put this on and maybe I can try it out. So tell me, okay, so firstly, when I stepped into your store, you greeted me with the most warmest smile and you were so welcoming. And then you were like, okay, so what do you want to know,
Yeah.
Where did all that knowledge come? Where did that passion and that drive stem from?
So the passion pretty much came from the fact that I had been deceived before. So that for me is a really tough thing, because yes, sometimes stylists don't know what they're selling you. They're just selling something. They're just pushing a product. But I never want a customer who's come to Hair by Sisi, bought Hair by Sisi hair, to ever feel like their hair let them down. I know what it's like to have bad hair. I know what it's like to look your best and your hair just doesn't look great. So I always want my customer to know and feel confident in knowing that their hair is going to look great. And if anything happens to the hair, if you buy the Hair by Sisi hair care products, you use them, and anything happens to your hair, we will remedy it. If worse comes to worse, we'll replace your hair. So that's what I want customers to know. And also that I don't know, when I wear hair, I feel like a different girl every single time. And sometimes what I've seen is that hair is quite a personal thing. It's really difficult to get to know someone or to get to know what they want when they're talking about hair, because it's such a personal thing. So I want people to come into the space, come into the Hair by Sisi hair extensions bar and hair boutique. Come in and sit with us and let us help you find the hair that suits you, that matches your lifestyle.
Okay, perfect. And okay, so what is your ultimate beauty tip? It doesn't have to be hair. It can be makeup. It can be fashion. It can be your skincare routine, your exercise routine. But the ultimate thing that you do every single day and you don't slack on it at all. Your ultimate beauty tip, which makes you feel the most beautiful.
I mean, I would love to sit here and say, guys, drink water, but I don't really drink so much water. I'd love to say, guys, go and exercise, but I don't really exercise. I want to, though. But for me, ultimately, as I said before, it's confidence. And confidence is really difficult. It's really difficult to be confident when you know you don't look your best, you don't feel great, your hair doesn't look good, or whatever. Maybe work is a little bit stressful. Maybe your relationship is going through stuff. It's really difficult to portray confidence. But I always tell myself that, girl, fake it till we make it. And confidence is one of those things. Like, I get up in the morning, I may be looking, worst. I may be like feeling really fat. I may be like just having one of those girl days, But I tell myself that if I feel confident, my customer will have confidence in me. And I want every customer to feel like that. I want you to come in there and know that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not leading you down a deceitful road. I want you to feel as beautiful as I do, as confident as I do when I go through my day.
Perfect stuff. So lastly, but not least at all, as an influential woman, because obviously you an entrepreneur, you an owner of your own brand that you're starting up, what's the legacy that you would like to leave to live on?
I think it's such a big question, really. But for me, my legacy is freedom of choice as a woman. So I almost accidentally went into hair, and although I'm very passionate about it now and I absolutely love it, I think the one thing that makes me, that fuels the fire in me, is that as women, we go through so much. We are always scrutinized. We are always put under unnecessary pressures. If we wear our hair natural, we are scrutinized, we're criticized. If we wear our hair in a weave, if we wear our hair in braids, we're making some political statement. Our hair is always political. But I want women everywhere, and it's specifically women of color, to feel confident in however they choose to wear their hair. So if you want to wear great hair, come and get Hair by Sisi. If you want to wear your hair natural, wear your hair natural. If you want to wear it in braids, just do you have the freedom of choice to do so. That's basically the legacy that I want to leave.
Great hair by Hair by Sisi. Okay, perfect stuff. We're just going to go to a short break, and when we come back, we're going to hear Sisi's top 10 on the first thing that comes to mind. Let's dig a little deeper into her head and see what's going on.
Sure.
brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Welcome back to the beauty show, and as you guys know, I'm sitting with Sisi from Hair by Sisi. So we're just going to go into a quick little segment of the show where I just want to dig a little deeper into Sisi's mind and see what is the first thing that comes to mind when certain words trigger her brain. So quickly, I'm going to mention 10 words and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hair.
Long.
Brand.
Golden black.
Love.
My hubby.
Life.
Life. Life free.
Color.
Gold.
Year.
1994.
Holiday.
Paris.
House.
Or love. I mean, as long as my house has love, I don't care where it is.
Okay, day.
Friday.
Season.
Summer, by far.
And lastly, car.
Paid off. I'm not really a car person, although I know a few things about cars. As long as your car is paid off, it is not owned by the bank or anything, I don't care what I'm driving.
Okay, perfect stuff. So that is what comes to your mind.
Absolutely,
wow.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Thanks.
Okay. Obviously, having your car paid off comes from an entrepreneurial mind. So you can see like totally focus on getting everything sorted and done. Okay, so just as we go more into the show, I just want to know more about your brand specifically. So I'm not an African woman with African textured hair. So if I come to Hair by Sisi and I'm like, okay, I really want extensions, but how do I do this? Because I'm also new to this. I'm only used to having my own hair with my own way of doing it, and I don't really have like a hair care routine per se. So what would you say?
So I have got a weapon. I call her my weapon, Angelique, who's the stylist or the head stylist at Hair by Sisi, and she is so talented. So if you have natural African hair, when we sew in a weave, because our hair is very coarse, the plait or the corner that we do and attach the weave onto will hold and will stay as long as 6 to 8 weeks. When you have, say, your hair, or we have white women who come in, even men really, that come in, we do weaves for them, but tape-ins are the most effective, because with your hair, because it's silky, it will come out sooner than what you want. And although like a week is long, if I can keep my weave in for about 6 to 8 weeks, it's kind of sucky if yours is coming out after a week. So we do tape-ins, hair extensions and clip-ins. And then we'd best advise you to choose the hair extensions that match your hair, which is really, really important. Sometimes people come in and they say, oh, this girl is wearing this hair, that's the hair that I want. But you need to think, especially if you have a leave out, what your hair does when it's wet. So that if you do go swimming or you do step in the shower with Bay, he doesn't see that you've got hair extensions.
Okay, perfect. And I was watching your little YouTube blogs that you do, and there was something that you really, really stressed on throughout all of the videos. Yes. And that was something about your edges.
Oh, edges. Yes, yeah. So with the edges, basically what your edges are is on the perimeter of your hair, basically where your hairline starts. That hair is very sensitive. It's really, really sensitive. So when you do things like weaves or wear wigs, that constant tension can break that hair. And if that hair is broken over and over again, your hair starts to recede and you get a receding hairline. So it's very important to protect your edges, because you don't want to have a receding hairline. If it's really badly damaged, it becomes more and more difficult to remedy it. So you might have a receding hairline for the rest of your life, which means then you are enslaved to like wigs or things like that. And I don't want that for anyone. You must wear a wig because you want to, not because you have to. So with the edges, basically you need to know that even though the Hair by Sisi hair, I know, is going to look great for 3 to 5 years, it's not good to wear the hair for 3 to 5 years. You need to make sure that at least every 6 weeks, if you go on holiday and it happens to be 7 or 8 weeks, it's okay. But every 6 weeks, you're undoing your weave or taking out your wig, so that your natural hair can get the nutrients that it needs to grow healthy and strong. So the edges are very important, ladies. Don't leave your weave or your wig in. For your wig, at least 2 weeks. For your wig, every 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, perfect. And something that I came across, so I was speaking to one of my colleagues, and while I was watching your videos, I'm like, oh wow, Sisi has a product to help you grow your edges back. And she's like, well, don't all hair care people have that? And I'm like, I don't know.
No, I don't think so, actually. I think that's one of my hooks right there, is that I'm invested in the whole hair journey. So I don't just sell great hair. I sell hair care product that makes sure that your hair extensions live out their lifespan. I also sell hair care product for your natural hair, because I know what it's like to lose some hair because I kept my weave in for too long. I got a bit lazy. I know what that's like. So I don't want that to happen to anyone else. So it's very important for me. I personally believe that if I'm selling you a product, I need to give you the instructions to maintain that product. I need to tell you what's going to happen, not just, hey girl, bye. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really have to assist you. That's what I want to, yeah.
Okay, and then what are your products? So do you go from shampoo to conditioner to treatments? What is your range of products, and how does it help natural hair? And obviously your extension, your wig, and your weave.
So the hair care products, the Hair by Sisi hair care products, are specifically made for hair extensions. if you use them on their natural hair, they're not going to do any damage, but they're not going to clean your natural hair thoroughly. That's why we say just use them on the hair extensions. And basically why that is because when you use other products that are specifically made for natural hair, they overwash the hair extensions. Remember, the hair extensions are no longer attached to your head, so they're not getting the nutrition that your scalp is giving it. So they need something that's a bit more mild, that's not going to dry the hair extensions. So it depends what hair type you choose. If you choose the Hair by Sisi Peruvian Slick or the Hair by Sisi Indian Wave, then you only need the Hair by Sisi hair extension shampoo and the conditioner. That's basically it. If you then choose hair like the Brazilian Swirl, the Brazilian is very, very high maintenance, so it takes about 5 products to maintain it, to have it looking its best. Then you'd go into things like heat protectant, which is also a plus. Don't forget those. And also your hair extension shampoo and the Hair by Sisi hair extension conditioner. And the argan oil treatment, which is also really, really important. So it really depends what type of hair you choose. If your hair is curly, then you need a lot of conditioner. If your hair is straight, then a shampoo and conditioner is fine. If it's wavy or it's Brazilian, then you need a lot of argan oil treatments and things like that.
Okay, perfect stuff. And then when I came to your store, you obviously had the ones you mentioned. You had the Peruvian, you had the Brazilian,
yes.
You had the Indian, but then you also had hair that was African textured.
Yes, yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
So those are amazing. Those are extremely popular. But please, ladies, know that if you normally wear silky hair, it's a difficult transition to just go into the natural hair textures because they do mimic exactly what our natural hair does. So if you have a natural hair regime, then it's so much easier to maintain the natural hair textures. If not, then start with the wig so that the maintenance isn't that high. But I say that I want every girl to experience and to choose hair that matches them. So I'm not just selling silky hair textures. I also have African hair textures, which I wear as well sometimes with the afro, or if I have really curly hair, or if my favorite is the Hair by Sisi blowout straight. It just depends, how I'm feeling,
Okay, perfect stuff. And then to end of the show, just tell us where we can find you, how we can get hold of you. So if there's women out there that want to wear Hair by Sisi,
yes,
where do we find you and how do we get hold of you?
So if you want to get a hold of us on social media, our Instagram is the best platform, and that's @Hair by Sisi. You can also check out our Facebook page where we are sharing tips and tricks on maintaining your weave or wig. Then you can also search our YouTube channel, and although we've been a little bit quiet, we're really coming back. And then lastly is if you want to come to our store, it's at 27 Boxes, shop 135, and that's Hair by Sisi. Know that, ladies out there, if you want Hair by Sisi for a special event, we have a payment plan, so you have up to 3 months to pay for your hair. Or if you just want to rent out hair for the special occasion, we have the Hair by Sisi here today, gone tomorrow, which means you can rent out hair for a matric dance, you can rent it out for a wedding, and then you can bring it back. So we really have a lot of options to suit your needs.
Okay, perfect stuff. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sisi.
you for
It was
having me.
great having you in studio. And that was it, guys. Hair by Sisi. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you do want to hear more about Sisi, get hold of us. You know where we are. And we can always put you in touch with Sisi. I'm excited to go try out more hair.
Yes.
And to go get my hair extensions on. Just to wrap up the show, don't forget about our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter competition going on. If you want to win a Huda Beauty Nude Collection lip kit, it's a 4-set lip kit, proudly sponsored by Cosmetric Queens by Annie Scott. Please share our post on Facebook. Annie will be joining us next week in studio to announce the winner. I'm super excited. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you, Sisi, for joining me in studio.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Bye.
brandlive.co.za. Harnessing the power of talk radio. brandlive.co.za.